Hello to all my friends out there in YouTube land. It is your good buddy Philtastic here, and welcome back to the channel. I have another episode today of you watching a mid-40s-year-old, I don't know, use part of his lunch break opening up boxes in his car, which isn't bad, you know, because it gives you a little break to go outside. I'm wondering if my employer will ever ask, like, what are all the packages that come to us here for you, and you know, where do you go for half of your lunch break? But I don't know, maybe they might ask that second one. That might be a little bit of personal space type of thing. I don't know. But look, you get outside, it's starting to finally get nicer out. The only downside, I'm filming this on a Tuesday. Sunday night we were coming home from dinner, and it just started smelling like really bad in the car, like a skunk spray. Ooh, bug, sorry, got distracted. Like a skunk spray. So I don't know if I hit a skunk. We didn't feel anything, but here we are a couple days later. I still get a little bit of waft of skunk in this car. So I guess you could say this unboxing stinks. That old guy. Anyway, interesting story on this one. This is actually from Encore, the latest and greatest new auction type of app that many people have been talking about. I found it because of Reggie. I thought I put scissors in here. What happened? I guess I didn't. And you know, I'm playing around on it a little bit. And I've been talking about that on prior videos, and I'm still kind of learning the kinks. Anyway, this was actually the first item, as I try to use my keys to open this up, that I had won. I hadn't even realized that I had won, as I was saying. Encore kind of just surprised you, like, hey, you know that bid you did like 6 days ago in the middle of the night when you were just kind of looking around? Well, you won, and we took the money out. So, kudos to Encore for it. Anyway. But I'll say this, based on the following story, I really enjoy Encore. I shouldn't say really enjoy, but I will say this. They have probably the best customer service that I've run across. If I could get this open, it would be great. So, true talk, I did not know that if I was going to receive this package or not. This has been supposedly coming to me for almost a month now. And it's from Ohio. Ohio to New Jersey does not take that long to mail, even if you use the cheapest mailing service. So, Encore auction goes through, right? Payment's out of the account, money's gone. It's like, okay, now we wait. Get some shipping information, and like on other apps, you can tell when the label is printed, but when somebody, success finally, you can tell when the label gets printed, but you can also tell when somebody brings it to the post office. So waiting a couple days, and it's not going. Like, okay. Message the seller, hey, you know, and this is, I wait like 3 or 4 days. Hey, you know, I noticed that you printed out the label. Can you give me an idea of when this is going out? And then, this is not going to be a high-key book or anything like that, just to tell you. Yeah, this is just kind of like a fill-in that, honestly, I was just kind of fool around in, and I thought it looked cool. No response. Wait another, I'm going to say maybe 4 days. So we're talking a full week has gone by. And I reach out to Encore, and I'm checking the shipping label in the meantime, and it still has not been sent out. So I reach out to Encore Service, which is just a little hit of a button. And they're like, all right, let's look into this. And they said, oh, we see there was an error with the label. We're sent a new label, and here's some new tracking information. Okay. Following that, another full week goes by, and this package still has not been sent. So I try to get to the seller again. Hey, when are you planning on sending this? Nothing. Reached out to Encore again. They said, okay, we're going to attempt to get in touch with the seller. Okay, another week goes by. I should say another week. Encore got back to me in about 3 or 4 days, said, hey, you know, we're having some trouble getting in touch with the seller, but we're still on it just to let you know. You know, it's very thankful. I'm almost at the point where it was like, okay, we're just not seeing this. I noticed that the seller is basically not using the app anymore. He still has a profile, and it says he's had 9 sales, but nothing coming up. And because I am like, at this point, like, okay, look, just give me my money back if you're not going to send me these $2 comics or whatever. I was like, let me see if I could find this guy. I did find him on eBay, and he had an eBay store that was also inactive. So I'm like, okay, this kind of sounds like a fly-by-night scam. You know, we've had a couple of those in the community. I'm not going to name names. I think everybody knows who they are at this point. By the way, what is this? A Gemini mailer, black box with tape. No note yet or anything like that, just to kind of keep it flowing. eBay store inactive. Okay. I found that the guy had a Facebook marketplace or a Facebook store of the same name. And, you know, I just searched by the name. It wasn't doing anything like, you know, super spy level, anything like that. And again, guys had a store up and it's been inactive for about a month. So I'm like, okay, this guy sounds like he just made a bunch of sales and then kind of flaked off. So I honestly written this off as, okay, I lost $7 with shipping. Nothing happens. Today, this package comes to my office, and actually I got an email from Encore saying, hey, we're so sorry about everything that you've gone through. They reimbursed me for the shipping, and I said, hey, no, look, I got the package. You don't have to give me any money back. And put it to your next order. So Encore, great customer service. This seller, terrible. I would say who it is, but I don't want to. And he's not selling anything anymore anyway. And look, as I said, this is not going to be a huge earth-shattering book or anything like that. Again, no note or anything. You know, I stuff happens in life. We understand that. Just message me back. Say, hey, look, I'm working on it, or something's going on, or, you know, I have to give you back your money, whatever. And again, this lot itself is $2. Shipping was more than the purchase. And again, I'm not going to blow any minds with these books, but X Lives of Wolverine and X Deaths of Wolverine, the connecting cover. I don't even know who the artist is on that. I think is it John? I can't even tell from the signature. I'm sure the internet will tell me. And I had never seen this before. I just thought it was a cool cover. And in general, I can't see how the picture is because I'm hiding. I was waiting to see one of my coworkers like, what the hell is he doing? In general, yeah, cool cover, connecting. I'm not one for cover buys much anymore. At least I keep telling myself that. But it was cool. Like I said, I was just kind of playing around late at night on the app. Never thought this would go to anything. And looking at this more, there's some really cool kind of, I don't know if you want to say brush strokes, but like, let's see if we can get really close with that. And I'll find a picture online once I figure out who this is and put a much better copy up. But anyway, just to recap, like these covers, the seller was not so nice, not so good rather, but Encore, thumbs up. You've gained a customer. I don't know how often, but you've gained a customer because of your high level of customer service, which I appreciate. Anyway, if you've made it this far in the video, because I am rambling, I think the coffee's finally kicking in. Why don't you do hashtag Encore to get an entry into the Road to 1K giveaway? And that's all I have for you right now. Thank you for checking this out. I do appreciate you doing so. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, all those fun YouTube-y things. And most importantly, I hope that you have a great day. Peace, love, and comics. Take care.